So last time I didn't do a good job, I think, of reading stuff for the sake of when this video goes up on YouTube. So I will try to, if I'm going to reply to anything in the comments, I'll try to read it out loud. Plus, with David in the
With me in
headset,
here.
yeah, with David in the headset, he's not going to see any of the chat anyways. He is not going to hit go full Kirito. Going full Kirito is not what's going to happen.
I'll be stuck here forever.
Although I wish going full Kirito is what would happen. I'm trying to I have to sit kind of at a distance from him or he's going to hit me. Also, let me know if the volume's all good, because I have weird volume settings over here for the mic and his headset and all that stuff. Is there not a Twitch chat mod for VR? There is. Actually, he can actually like pull up the whole desktop in VR.
Should I do that? That could be cool.
It might be distracting.
It will, because I'll just be watching it or wherever it is.
But yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to read the chat.
Should I start? Is it an appropriate time?
It would actually be hilarious if they never changed their title so that when they become huge streamers in the future, it'll still say Day 1 Easter egg. Okay, yeah. So,
what says Day 1?
If we hadn't changed the title for our stream ever.
Oh.
Cat Liquor says it's too late, which it is because I already changed it.
Oh. Should I click it?
Okay, yeah, click it.
We got some viewers here at least. I can't see anything.
Yes, there are. I don't actually know. 40 people here.
Nice.
Awesome.
Hopefully you all enjoy this.
I think I just wiped the chat. I don't know what happened. I've got my phone here so I can see the chat. All right.
Did we decide continuous was the right one, I think?
XX3 Monster says, have a good stream, gentlemen.
Thank you. I hope it's enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, so we were planning on doing the Baldur's Gate stream on Monday, which we're still going to do. But we noticed Life Alyx was like 70% on sale yesterday. So we've been wanting it. So we got it, and I played like the first hour. So I have like an idea of what's happening. So now David,
I have no idea.
He's got no idea what's going on.
I saw the beginning room.
And I got to record a little bit of my time, but again, it crashed in the first like 20 minutes. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Cat Liquor says, what kind of game is this? It's a first-person shooter, VR. There's monster type things, but it's not a horror game.
Did you set the mic to come out of the mic, right? Not the headset?
Yes, please let us know if you can hear us well, because I don't actually know if it's all set up.
So I'm going to click start.
Yes, clicking start. For our love your guys' TikToks, excited to see what the stream will be like. Hopefully it's entertaining, and hopefully it doesn't crash. And I will let you know when you get to the part where it crashed on me. Awesome Dude 2 says, by the way, don't worry about the small hiccups. We're here because we like y'all, so no need to worry about it being perfect. We appreciate it. Dude McPants, more thriller survival horror than pure horror like Resident Evil. Volume is fine. Awesome. Yeah, it is kind of more thriller horror.
Is it classified horror?
I wouldn't call it a horror game, but like the monsters feel like they could be from Resident Evil. You're just in a lot more control than if it was like Resident Evil. Like you have a lot more ammo in this and stuff. So Insane Mongoose says, yeah, y'all's voice level is good. The graphics in this game is one of the best VR games I've played.
Sorry, I got just some fine tuning on the headset.
Previously, I would have said RE8 was the best VR game I ever played. This is a close second, and maybe by the time we finish it, it'll be better than RE8. It feels more built for VR. Like everything is interactable, while as in RE8, not everything was interactable. But in this, you can like pick up and grab anything.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Spicy Cat says on Steam it's labeled as a horror game.
Oh, interesting.
No game audio. That's not right.
I will wait to click the button then.
No game audio. Desk.
I do feel like the frame rates are a little low. Maybe I should change something. Was it good for you in high, Steve, or should I go medium?
I'm trying to figure out. There's no go to settings. This is frustrating.
What?
The fact that there's no game audio.
Why would that be? You did turn volume down, right?
Make some noise in the game.
Besides the ambience, I'm not sure what more noise I can do.
Yeah, Rodarn says didn't hear the pots crack.
What that?
I can see like the audio level, and it doesn't show any audio being picked up.
This thing's making noise.
Yeah, I've got no audio. Everyone says no audio. I'm sorry, guys. System sounds. I don't want system sounds. Steam sounds? OBS sounds? Okay, hold on. Do you hear your... Alright, so they can hear the game now, I think. They hear the game. But do you hear yourself echoing, David?
Hello? Hello? I don't think so.
Okay, okay.
Looking at this, Steve, is this less frame rates than you had?
I don't think so.
I moved it to medium. I feel like I was experiencing a little bit.
Looking at the footage, it all looks fine.
I did see you doing this when you were doing it, Steve.
Yes. The drawing on the window mechanic is really cool. And I think I spent no joke, I think 30 minutes. Okay, it was like 20. My whole recording was 30 minutes, and 90% of that was on these windows.
I won't spend that long because no one wants to watch me draw for that long.
I recorded the first 30 minutes of my hour playtime. So if you're watching this on YouTube, we will have to clip me drawing into the video.
It's really cool mechanics.
Also, Awesome Dude 2 says, also some of y'all's username are so funny it tickles me to think Steven's saying Cat Licker and Dude McPants is going to be on the internet forever. Yep. Yes, it is Awesome Dude 2.
When did you say that?
I definitely said Cat Licker and Dude McPants. Some of these I'm going to have to just kind of abbreviate so you guys know.
It's good, Dad. Metrocop movement is normal.
Who I'm talking
Same
to. So like
controls.
KRTHX Sayonara. I'm just gonna say Sayonara. And they asked, "Are you guys quite artistic?" Fairly artistic. You can be the judge of that when you see me put up the pictures I drew. If you watch this on YouTube, you'll see what I drew.
Don't get greedy, guys. We're not made of time here.
KO said, for future reference, my name is pronounced KO.
Also,
Okay, that's what I
the
thought.
Combine moving supplies into the quarantine zone. That place has been deserted for years.
So they can't hear this, right? Just to check.
I hope I can't hear this.
Oh, you can't?
It's in your headset, so I can't hear it, but I already played it.
Oh, yeah, you can. Let us know if you can hear this guy talking.
We'll be there soon.
Salia says, glad I didn't miss the second stream. I slept through the first one. Sorry.
Perfect.
Dude McPants says, yes, we can hear it. Insane Mongoose. You can just call me Mongoose. Yeah, but I like saying Insane Mongoose.
What should I draw? Or should I not draw anything? I shouldn't draw.
For asks, does the game have subtitles?
Uh,
Yes, it should have subtitles.
that'd help. I wonder what the spectator window is. There it is. It's on.
Whatever the spectator window is, we don't want it.
I guess large font. Cool. Okay.
Insane Mongoose says, yeah, I like it too, but some people say it's too long of a name for them. It is a long name, but I've got no problems with an Insane Mongoose. Dude McPants says smooth turn is also an option if you can handle it. I can't handle it.
Yeah, I like the snap turn.
I like playing Skyrim VR. It didn't have a smooth. It was only had smooth turn, and that made me so not. But yeah, you gotta play a lot of VR and itch your legs.
Hopefully, I haven't done it recently. Hopefully, I've done enough of it in my time to not be on the floor right now.
Snap turn is murdering my eyes. Sorry, KO. Spicy Cat says it's kind of loud.
Oh, the snap turn's bad.
Let me turn the game audio down a little bit. You can let me know what that is. Sounds like that thingy kind of loud. Yeah, it was. I can't hear it, but it was loud when I played the game. Cat Licker says he likes hearing me say his name. So, yeah. Game was drowning us out. I turned it down. You fed the bug.
I did.
Okay, so this person's name is Amar, I think. KO said, "What a cute little detail." It actually, I got a Steam trophy for feeding the bug.
Oh, cool.
So, Asalia says, "I haven't played these games, so no idea what anything is called here." Yeah, I've actually never played a Half-Life game. This will be our first Half-Life game. I've heard 1 is not worth playing and 2 is like one of the best games ever. I think that's what I've heard. I wouldn't know. Haven't played them. Did y'all's Crimson Desert come? Yes.
We have not got to play it yet, but I'm looking forward to that.
Look at that.
Is this supposed to do something?
Is what? Oh, I don't know. I sat there for like 5 minutes just having fun.
I mean, it's cool, but I don't see it doing anything.
I'm so excited for this, but we're streaming this for an hour and then we'll be playing this.
We'll try that tonight. Yeah.
We'll probably be taking turns just personally, like one of us maybe playing Pokopia and then one playing Crimson Desert because I don't want to buy it twice. And I will say this to all those all the Nintendo haters out there who want to complain about key cards. It's a key card. It's
annoying.
This is a key disc.
It is a key
That's what it is. And unlike Nintendo, they just write it really tiny in the bottom there.
I'm glad this one has it. I feel like they don't all have it.
I hate all key cards and key discs, but it is not Nintendo's fault. It is the developer who chooses it, and I don't like it. Dude McPants says the courier pigeon finally came with it for you all. Yeah, we had originally pre-ordered it from Amazon, and I got so fed up with Amazon's not delivering other games that we canceled our pre-order of Crimson Desert from Amazon and pre-ordered it from GameStop, and they did a much better job. ADM Block, he says Half-Life 1 is still great, but Black Mesa is a nice modern alternative. Yeah, I don't know anything about any of it. They do mention Black Mesa in this game, but I don't actually know what it is. I wrote funny things on these windows as well.
Did you?
I did. I wrote funny things on them. Black Mesa was a fan-turned, Valve-approved remake of Half-Life 1, says KO. Cool. MewXer said, unfortunately heard mixed things about Crimson Desert. I haven't, and I don't really care. I heard lots of bad reviews for Dragon's Dogma 2, and I love that game to death. So
it's hard to write with this thing. That looks horrible.
Bad Juju says, I miss the days of just waiting outside GameStop at midnight. That is fun. Dude McPants says, Steve, do you exclusively own blue shirts? Basically, yes. Basically, yes.
See, number 11, that's an important
Awesome
one.
Dude said, if y'all get fatigued on streaming games, y'all could also stream your Lego builds when you do more. That would be cool. Love to see the Master Thumb Builder make an appearance. Well, I'd have to be building something with a thumb in it. I don't know when we'll buy another Lego set. That was we had to get the Zelda one. KO says they can't read that text. They're on the opposite side of the glass. It's backwards. It's true.
Yeah.
What I wrote would be very backwards for the guards on the other side of the glass, but I don't care. If you watch this on YouTube, I'll show what I wrote. Although I guess for you streamers, for who are watching this, I'll just tell you what I wrote. I wrote for Skyrim in great, big, bold text, so that the guards can see that I side with Skyrim.
You are a true son of Skyrim.
Storm. I'm a yeah.
I'm not. I'd spell for Vardenfall if I knew how to spell that.
I always play as a Nord. Dave plays as a Dark Elf, so. I will say that beginning balcony that you were on, that you spent like, I don't know, like 5 seconds on. I think I spent over 10 minutes on that balcony.
Oh no, what'd you do?
Grabbing stuff. Yeah.
Oh. So your hour you played was
You're gonna catch up to me really fast and probably pass me a little bit. HP Sauce Time says, "What's up, guys?" Half-Life Alyx says, "What's up?" Rodarn says, "Oregonian for life." Zalia says, "I play as a cat." You don't play as a cat. You play as a Khajiit, or Khajiit, or however you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it.
Which we all know is a skooma dealer.
I guess Zalia, if he plays as a Khajiit, he must be a skooma dealer.
I wish I could get on this. It's cool I can pick it up, but I wish I could ride it.
Sayonara says, "Breton for life." Dude McPants says, "Are we going to get any retro games live streamed?" Yes, GameCube is retro now, unfortunately. We were actually just thinking about how Gale of Darkness just came to GameCube, and I kind of turned it on and kind of started a file, but then I thought, you know what? I think we can share a file on this. Maybe we can stream Gale of Darkness. But we got the Baldur's Gate stream, and now we're starting Half-Life Alyx on stream, and I want to play the whole game streamed with you guys, and...
It's already with this, it's kind of like, well, I do want to finish Baldur's Gate, but I was excited to start this. So I don't want to start too many games without beating some.
Yeah, I don't really know what to do, and any game that I personally want, like, a cinematic experience for, like we could stream Crimson Desert, but I kind of want to just, like, I don't know. It's really hard to decide.
I could see us streaming parts of it, maybe. It wouldn't be the
not
full
the whole
stream, but it
game,
could be like a session of it.
Rodarn says, "Not all Oregonians buy skooma." He does, but not all. Well, I was a Nord. I bought skooma.
I didn't buy it, but I had it.
I found it and then I drank it. I found it on a body and then I drank it. Okay, so for reference, at the end of this scene, this scene right here, this is where it crashed on me. This is where it crashed so bad. I thought when a game crashes, it shuts down your computer. No, it shuts down the game. I thought when a game crashes, it shuts down the game. This restarted the whole computer, and when I turned it back on, the camera had become disconnected from everything, and I had to like update drivers. We spent like 2 hours stressing over it. It was wonderful. So hopefully, it does not crash for you.
Do you think I have to have my hands up?
Based on the fact that I had to do this cutscene twice, you do. Could even do Crimson Desert as YouTube clips. Yeah, but then I've got to make sure I filmed it. Although I could take some screen clips on PS5, I guess.
Yeah.
Baldur's Slayer says Baldur's Gate is good for off and on if you enjoy exploring. Yeah, but we'll probably be fully playing it online. We probably will just play the whole thing.
So is that chapter 1, I'm guessing?
Okay, we've gone black.
Where are you taking
Oh, really?
me?
Big lag.
Where's my father?
It's on the loading screen.
Well, yeah.
Hello?
It went black for a second, so that makes sense, I
Damn
think.
it, where's my father?
Okay, but we're back now. Everyone's saying bit of lag. We're back. Yeah, I had this experience when I was filming it. The first loading screen I had lag. The second loading screen was when it crashed. So if it's just lag, I will take just
That
lag.
hurt my eyes.
Awesome Dude 2 says, also, I kind of like the impromptu streams. I'd like to do it more often where it's like, oh, you know what? I think I just want to stream this. Let's do it.
We'll probably have like a scheduled one, like a big one that we sit down for, like Baldur's Gate. I would like to do more like this.
Well, I've just been kind of excited to do a VR stream because VR is so fun, and I know not a lot of people have VR. I like watching people play VR. It's just kind of extra fun.
Russell, I've been in an accident.
I know! I caused it, so technically not an accident. You've got to get moving.
Wait.
Awesome
where's
Dude,
Dad?
Awesome Dude 2 says, kind of gives it a sense of reality, and not a forced thing. Rodarm says, don't press your face up against the grenade.
Yeah. A smart thing to do.
So, Dad's okay, right?
Yeah, well...
Dude McPants says, loading screens in this can take forever, by the way. Several times I thought it fully froze, but was just loading screens.
Good to know it's normal.
Azalia says he's enjoying
I had
it,
no
or
way of
she's
knowing
enjoying
who
it.
was in which van, so... Yes,
I'm glad.
the result was that
I
I
am too.
you.
Do we know where they're taking him?
Criminal holding, and then, when they realize he's Eli Vance, to Nova Prospect. But I'm already working on a plan to get him back. You're close to my
But
lab.
unlike the Baldur's
Following
Gate
the drone.
stream, we're not playing for 7 hours.
I mean, I physically can't.
VR is rough for... We can...
There,
we
my
can...
weapon.
Oh, nice. I did not find that.
I probably won't need it.
VR is rough playing for more than an hour
Russell,
anyways.
What did you guys find
And
out there?
we're excited to play Crimson
That's the
Desert,
crazy thing.
so...
I don't know. Just blurry pictures of a building.
The Citadel?
No, something else. And whatever it is,
Salia
they're
is a
gonna kill
she.
Anybody who saw it, and anybody
Sorry,
who
I said
knows
he first.
anybody who saw it, which means us and you.
In Latin,
Russell,
having an A
just
at the
hang on.
end of your name
I'm almost
is
there.
female, so I should have just assumed female.
Oh.
I don't know how to say this guy's name. J4P4NN3RD third, I guess. Says you're Shovel Knight now.
I was, yeah. I wish. Whoa. I'll bring my Shovel Knight, yeah. I'll be officially Shovel Knight. There we go.
Ah, it's Japan nerd. I understand now.
What was it?
J4P4NN3RD. Japan nerd.
Nice.
I understand now.
So,
This all makes sense.
I should be able to do this, right?
I didn't do this.
If anyone has problems with heights, you may not want to watch. If it even lets me. Okay. That was anticlimactic.
See, I went and I messed with that thing right dead ahead of you, and I messed around with that for like 2 seconds.
This thing. Oh, so we can play tic-tac-toe. Or... Where's the blank?
I thought I could like play some actual tic-tac-toe, but they won't act like you're seeing right there. They won't actually
Oh no,
like,
we're gonna play it.
do what I want to do.
We're totally playing it. Okay.
All right, you go first.
Okay.
I'll let you go first. Oh boy, give me the middle.
Yeah, I'll just take that, you know.
No, it's mine.
Huh. It can stay, you know. It's...
That works.
I can see
that
it,
works.
so-
That works.
It's bad already.
You've already won.
Go, Stu.
You've already won.
Thanks.
Give me the top left. Actually, no, I take it back. I take it back. I take it back. Take it back. Go one over.
You gonna settle for a tie?
I'm gonna go for a tie.
Well, we know that's yours.
Catlicker says it was a terrible first move. It's actually not a bad first move.
If he misthinks, he'll win.
I remember sitting at a restaurant waiting for my meal to come when I was really young, playing tic-tac-toe with myself and like really figuring out what the best option was. Give me that bottom right corner.
You sure?
Yeah, we get in a tie. There's no world where you should ever lose a game of tic-tac-toe, says KO'd. Cat Liquor says I'm always middle first. KO'd is perhaps the easiest solved game.
You know what? That's yours. I'll keep that in mind. Okay.
It's easy to tie, but the only way you're winning is if the other guy messes up. And by not taking middle first, can sometimes throw people off. Give me that top middle. Or why did you take that? You just gave me the win.
That's yours.
I have the bottom right.
Yeah, I didn't see it, you know?
Give me the win.
You sure?
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
And that's the perfect
this is yours.
example of someone not really paying attention.
There's a lot going on.
If you go first, you always win or tie. Yep.
Well, I should have tied, but...
You were distracted by the fact that the blocks wouldn't listen to you.
Potentially.
I've actually had that experience on real playgrounds where it's like, yeah, they just...
So you
it
know what?
wants
Yeah,
you to
hold
have
on.
the actual playground experience.
I do get motion sick. I'm not doing that.
You should spin it and then get on it.
You know, do you want me to stop playing?
That was really close to my face. I'm gonna kind of move over here.
Look at your nasty win down there.
What nasty?
You win.
Oh my, yeah.
Alex, everything cut out for a second. I lost the headset video feed. Can you see my drone? Is it okay?
Dude McPants says the only thing that gets him motion sickness is VR flight games. There was one really bad one where in Skyrim, again with Skyrim, and you open up the map, you see the whole map sprawled out below you, and you're gliding around. Basically, I guess a flight sim. That had me so sick. We need a montage of every time he nearly whacks you. That'd be funny.
You get a montage of the times I actually whack you.
That would be even better.
Wherever you are.
I should probably be sitting closer to you so you can hit me harder.
Yes.
And hey, if you guys want to save clips, that is awesome. And we will probably take those clips and compile them and get them up to TikTok at some point. I still want to get the clips from the Baldur's Gate stream up on TikTok.
Wait, my drone's okay, right?
Nope, it exploded. I'm fine, by the way.
Right, good. Well, that's the main.
Russell, they've got Dad.
I know. This is bad. They're gonna find out what he knows, and then, yeah, they're gonna kill him.
Oh God.
He'll figure out the acronym
But
later.
The good news is, we've got something they don't.
Which is
My plan to get him back.
great.
So he's
hear
going to
it.
have you choose an
Now,
item.
pretty
I'm
soon they're gonna
curious.
realise that your dad is not gonna do it.
Can I
What?
use a bottle opener on something?
Have his brain sucked out.
Russell.
No, I don't think so.
Potentially, maybe not though. I mean, they could.
Salia says she's halfway through the Baldur's Gate 3 stream.
Well, what
Awesome.
they will do
I hope
is
you're
take
enjoying it.
my train from here.
We definitely enjoyed making it.
This is Eli
I can have
to
tea.
Nova Prospect.
I didn't
Well,
get
he's-
on that train.
Well-
That's it, right?
Not necessarily. Grab something that represents us.
Can I be a microphone?
I wish.
Spoon.
Yeah, just grab anything.
So I'll tell you the thing that I wanted to try. Open up the fridge.
I should use this guy, right?
I wanted to use him. I didn't use him. I used a mug. But open up the fridge. Yes.
Wow.
I wanted to see what happens if I use that. But the little guy is good too.
Anything will do.
Well, should we ask them? What should I use, guys?
Little man or the do not eat turkey? Cat Liquor says chicken.
Anything will do.
I'm throwing the other out the window.
No,
I hear a chicken.
I think we're a little delayed. Spicy Cat says the chicken. We're keeping the chicken? Well, there went the guy. Oh, well.
Actually, he dropped down there because there's no window
Just
here.
grab anything.
Oh, I see.
But I'll use the chicken.
Okay, that's you.
I
It's me.
thought you said us.
Well, one of us, me, will have to stay here for this plan to work.
All right, fair enough.
Just outside, there's a second train that also leads out of City 17 through the quarantine.
So does it work? Does it just work
Okay.
as you?
Both trains intersect here
Yeah.
at Fairview
that's me.
Junction.
I used a
You
mug.
take your
It was super
train,
boring.
Get there before his train. And
Cat licker
hack
does
into
not
the
eat
controls.
meat. He just
That'll
licks
really
cats.
Take over the system.
That makes
Train
sense.
comes to a halt. You deal with the combine situation, and we get your dad back.
Sounds good. Where's the train I'm taking?
Out
Does
the back,
anybody use a
through the
fork
yard.
like
It's decommissioned,
this?
But I think I can hack into its controls.
If you're needing to
Oh,
pick something
and
up
get
very
yourself a pair of
delicately.
Russells on the way out.
Russell's?
The gloves,
You're
Alex.
tenderizing that
the
do not eat
gravity
turkey.
gloves. I have a few sets through there. You
Gotta
can
make it
throw
ready
them
for
out by the ship.
eating.
Got it.
We can do this.
Needs
Alex.
a good
You got
mallet
that,
and
didn't you? I
tenderize
said
it
we
even
could do
better.
it. 'Cause we gotta
This was
do
a
it.
cool part.
Yeah, we are.
I'm with you every step of the way.
Dude, McPants says that isn't chicken. I think I think it's turkey. I might have called it chicken.
The
a couple
jumping's
times.
kind of cool.
I think that's basically how you go fast is by clicking that over and over again. But that'll make
Which
it
is
feel
basically
nauseous.
just warp moving. That
I
setting.
I like having access to both. Having access
It is cool. I didn't realize that's what that was.
because I do prefer to not warp. Now this is a really cool mechanic, and none of the other VR games I've played has this mechanic.
I'm doing it.
Yep, you
Oh,
tethered.
okay.
Make a grip. You've got it. Just a little flick of the wrist.
Huh?
Now catch it. Just like that. Try again. Yep, you're tethered. Now close your hand. You're on it. One more time.
It's such a fun
Just
mechanic.
like that. Perfect. We're
Good
done.
stuff.
Did the hat go on your
wait.
head?
Yeah.
I almost
Okay,
forgot.
we can't see it in the video.
Oh, you can't?
We can't see it in the video, but
It's
you
up
can
there.
you can see the hat up in
Oh.
like the top of your vision. It's fun.
Unloaded now.
Sayonara says it's a
Pick up the
head
gun,
humper, as Barney would say, as in like Barney the dinosaur
Or Barney Fife. I don't know
or
which.
Barney Fife.
It's only two Barneys I know. What?
Barney Fife. How many people know Barney Fife? If you've watched the right shows, you should know who Barney Fife is. Now, I will say, you can shoot as much as you want in this area, and he'll reload you. But
Cool.
once you leave, you're out. I was being all, like, conservative with the ammo.
It's a small magazine.
Barney is a Half-Life character, says Japan Nerd.
Makes more sense for what we're doing.
Makes a lot
Talk
more
about.
sense than Barney the dinosaur or Barney Fife, the only two Barneys I know.
Oh.
I should make a poll. Do you like Barney the dinosaur or Barney Fife? But the problem is, I don't know how many people know Barney Fife. Michael103S says hi. Hi. Azalia says Deputy Barney Fife. Somebody knows who it is. Spicy Cat says like Andy Griffith show Barney Fife. Yes, that is the Barney Fife I'm talking about. Misspelled Life says I love Andy Griffith show. Okay, so more people know Barney Fife than I expected.
Awesome. He's worth knowing.
Oh,
Insane
you,
Mongoose says, yeah, I know
that
Andy
lock
Griffith
then.
show.
Good.
Good.
Great.
We got good people here.
Did have the key for it, but should have given you that.
Was it bad I opened the gate on no ammo?
Dude McPants says you're showing off your shooting skills.
I hope they were good. I missed some.
Misspelled Life just rewatched it recently.
I did a bad thing. Did you see that, Stu?
No. Did you lose your gun?
I used my last bullet to open the gate.
And now he won't give you more?
No.
Oh.
Oh. Now it's empty. Oh well, I'm out. Oh, here's some more.
We watched some really random assortment of Andy Griffith show episodes on Amazon Prime, I think it was. So, I mean, I think we watched several whole seasons, but it wasn't like starting at the beginning.
Good luck, Alan.
But then recently my siblings got like the complete box set.
Obviously,
So I know we'll be
you know
seeing more
where
Andy
to
Griffith
look.
in the near future. Asalia says, I completely forgot Barney Fife was a thing. Dude McPants says Star Wars or Star Trek. We're Star Wars people here. Okay, we got another loading screen.
Yeah. It didn't last too long for
Did we
me.
lag?
Might have a problem.
I think we're
Probably
good.
nothing to worry about, but
Star Trek. We've watched really random episodes of like the OG Star
Yeah,
Trek,
what happened?
and then we
it's
watched.
jammed. When the
We
Combine shut down
started
the
like the
quarantine zone,
first
they must have
season
tightened
of
security.
First Generation because my
Which
mom does
means-
like First
Yeah,
Generation,
you're nowhere
and
near
Picard is
Fairview Junction.
amazing.
You're just outside the
I
QZ.
think
And this
we
is
watched
as far as we get right now.
every
Then I headed on
old
foot.
Star
Good.
Trek movie,
We'll see
but
if I can get you in
not
some other way.
the remake like the three newest Star Trek movies. We did not see those,
got a dead
but I think we
zombie.
saw
I
all
thought the Combine
of the
sold
first
TV.
series movies
This one
and
must
all
be
the First
working out.
Generation movies. Maybe it was just the First Generation movies. I'm not sure.
But not about fellas like that.
Probably not a one-off then.
I doubt
So
it.
yeah, there is zombies.
I want to watch the Picard show because I do like Picard. I would love to watch more First Generation. Compare that to Star Wars, where I've seen everything live Star Wars based. You know what? There's a couple things we missed,
Look at that.
but
Risen.
I still want to watch them. And then the animated stuff we're still kind of working through. So
Keep an
Clone
eye
Wars
out.
is so
You might be
long.
able to upgrade your firepower.
Star Wars or Lord of the Rings. This is where you get into quantity versus quality. Star Wars has quantity and Lord of the Rings has the quality. So I'm gonna say Lord of the Rings are definitely better movies by a lot. I like Lord of the Rings way more than Star Wars. But Star Wars has so much more. J.R.R. Tolkien is gone. Any new Lord of the Rings content is questionable. It's really hit or miss. We didn't even watch the Lord of the Rings TV show, while the anime movie, War of the Rohirrim, absolute 10 out of 10 masterpiece. But no, so Tolkien is gone, so there's not really any way to get more
I feel
Lord of the
like
Rings. While as with
this
Star
is
Wars,
You what?
I don't like how
It's
Kathleen
like
Kennedy has handled it.
So, you know.
But there is still potential for good new Star Wars regularly, and it's complicated. But I think you kind of see what I'm saying there. Cat Liquor says Lord of the Rings all day. Asalia says I'm rewatching Lord of the Rings. I'm up into the third movie. Our siblings just rewatched all 6 movies. And of course, with War of the Rohirrim, you got 7. You got to include War of the Rohirrim. That is a masterpiece. Ooh, I like this part. This was a cool part. Trigger. Use the trigger.
Using the trigger.
Click there.
Alex,
Okay.
that thing's incredible.
But unfortunately, we passed watching Lord of the Rings with them because
Who
we
am I
just
gonna sell it to?
there was so much editing we had to do those days. And just it was really busy.
Well,
Okay.
how about I
Dude
call
McPants
it
watches Lord of the Rings every
the
Thanksgiving.
Alex.
Cat Liquor watches it every Christmas.
Derivative of the Russells, but yeah,
Mew
originally,
XCCER says, "Do you enjoy the Hobbit movies?" I do enjoy the Hobbit movies. My siblings were just talking to someone the other day that really doesn't like the Hobbit movies. I know it's not much like the books, I think, but I don't care. I think the
Is
Hobbit
it-
movies are great. I think Lord of the Rings is better.
I don't know
But-
what's triggering the thing to work.
You gotta click the trigger. Maybe you're not close enough.
I mean, I'm kind of up
Scan
against.
more to the right, maybe.
It's been doing it, but like not something feel like I'm controlling.
Cat Liquor says, "Is it a bad take that I don't like the Hobbit movies?" I mean, it's up to you. You know, I like them. I like a lot of things that people don't like, but I think the Hobbit movies are fantastic to watch. But I can
Is there
understand
turning
being
motion?
things you don't like. No, I push the trigger because pushing the trigger turns that little thing. Look at it and push the trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's doing it. Maybe you gotta. I don't know. That's what did it for me.
I'll keep trying. It's been doing it. I'll just keep going at it.
Change your angle with it. Match the angle maybe. Tokens says, "What about the Resi movies?" I'm assuming you're talking about the Resident Evil movies. We watched the first 2 films with Mila Jovovich, and then Welcome to Raccoon City, and they are really weird. I'll give them that.
I don't
I-
dislike them.
No, they were fun watches.
I don't know why I did.
It worked, and that's all that matters.
Oh,
I didn't realize when I first used that that's a healing station. I just went up and grabbed it. It is a healing station, though. So when you find those later on, don't use them
yeah, I
unless
use
you need
them
them.
all the time.
Oh,
Are you
it's one-time
sure?
use.
Yeah, they're great.
It is a one-time use healing station.
Should I just take it?
Spicy Cat says, I liked Welcome to Raccoon City. The other movies were meh. I mean,
I'm at 1.5 hearts, so.
I think they all had their
needed
pros
that.
and cons. Yeah. I think they all had their pros and cons.
Hey, you were right.
I think Claire was pretty good in Welcome to Raccoon City. I didn't have any too much beef with her, while Leon and Jill just really off. Spicy Cat says liked it for an RA movie. Yeah, it was good, and it's kind of sad. We watched it before we played 2.
Careful of that barnacle out.
So when we played 2, we were having, everyone else watching the movie was like, oh my goodness, it's like the game. We were in that horrible situation where we were watching, we're playing the game and being like, oh, okay, I see why the movie made these decisions. So a fun thing you can do is you can feed things to those critters in the roof. You gotta use 2 hands. There you go. You move big boxes with both hands. It wasn't until right before I turned it off that I realized I could feed things to those critters. And there are breakable boxes that, for all I know, you've been passing. And you can smash them with your hand or feed them to those.
Like that?
It was wooden. I found a wooden crate. Yeah, well, you know what? That just has something underneath it. But there was a box that I broke.
Is that your chair I hit?
What about Underworld? I think I know what movie you're talking about. I haven't watched it. I think it's got like a girl on the front cover with guns. Maybe Mila Jovovich. I'm not sure. I thought the front cover looked cool. If it's the movie I think you're talking about. But I haven't watched it.
This grab feature's cool, but not always working.
It worked predominantly for me. I think you're flicking too much.
Am I?
Yeah. You gotta make a fist.
I mean, all my hands are down.
Your finger's not. Why are you pointing at it? That's not right. That's why it's not working. Open up your hand. Okay, get rid of the gun. Does your hand work again? Okay, that's a problem.
I can use this hand for now.
You have to yank it back like a rope, says Dude McPants. Yeah, but his hand's not
that worked
working.
for that one.
His hand's not working. Go look at your right hand again. That's not right. You're not going to be able to yank anything with your left hand with it looking like that.
Yeah.
But you can still use your weapon and items, but you can't yank with your pointer like that. Billy Cheese says, hey, how's the game? I like the game, although it's a little glitched for David right now, and it shouldn't be. It did not do this to me. You can also shoot the things in the sky. They take like 3
I won't
shots.
shoot
though.
the rat for the sake of our rat people on the Discord.
Once I found out I could feed stuff to them, though, it got much more interesting. Rodarn says that's probably why the Omni tool was being weird too. Yeah, maybe. But what's odd is that the gun is working, and it's the same.
Wow.
You got hit. I never got hit by one of those. Just saying.
I was trying to get rid of my gun, and it made me jump instead.
Oh, Dude McPants also said could be why the multi-tool wasn't working. I was not having this difficulty yesterday, I'll tell you. It needs to glow orange first,
It is glowing orange.
and then you grab it and yank. Only a couple times did it not really work for me. David couldn't see it, but Azalia said, haha, the smug look. Was it that smug, though?
Who had a smug look?
I had a smug look.
3 mags left.
I'm personally really irritated your right hand isn't working. I'm probably more irritated with it than you are.
Oh.
Up. Okay. Your right hand should work now.
I have the full articulation.
Spicy Set Cat says he's gonna accidentally punch you. Yeah, especially that I'm leaning in towards him too. I have been whacked before.
I don't even know what that little thing I'm picking up does.
Not recently, but he has whacked me many times.
What is this? Do you know what this is?
You need it to upgrade your gun. MuXCCAR says if I sat in VR this long, I'd already be sick. We're pretty good. We're pretty good in VR. We can go pretty long.
How long has it been already?
John Bioshock. I was reading your name really oddly. It's like one word. John Bioshock says, "Have y'all been switching?" I played this section yesterday, just by myself. I recorded some of it, and when we put this up on YouTube, we will show some of the recordings of me doing it. But we just figured the easiest way for us to film a single-player game is one of us will take our turn, and then the other one will play it on stream. Because I don't think necessarily that you guys want to watch us play the whole game twice. And also then, because like I played it privately, David was like doing other stuff. I think he was editing and replying to comments and stuff, and I was playing. And then, so now that I played it, then I can sit here and talk to you guys and be able to talk to him and watch and stuff. So it's been 51 minutes. Wow.
Oh, I'm doing good then.
Dude McPants says it's better to hit each other, I think, than the shelf behind us. He exploded a lamp recently.
Oh.
This is like if we're playing Beat Saber, we try to stand here and face this way because we have a decent amount of area right here. The laptop is on the edge of our table, and so sometimes we'll either sit like right here, facing this way, which is like where Dave's bed is. So like we'll sit here facing this way, and the door is right there. So if someone comes in, we may whack the door. But like if we're playing Beat Saber, we'll be standing here, just kind of facing this way, and we're able to not hit anything.
Oh.
Though if you're doing Beat Saber and you're playing a 360 level and it's having you spin around,
those are fun and really hard.
I have hit the shelf before, and when we're sitting here facing David's bed, I've been like leaning forward to grab something, and I have whacked that bar pretty hard. Kyan Retsu says, how's everyone doing today? We're doing great. Rodarn says, I like that style. You can avoid a lot of back seating that way. I think you're talking about one of us playing the game first and then streaming the other one, I think is what you're talking about. I think it'll work. Except for that, I've said this before, sometimes I like to give a game like a true like cinematic experience. I don't want people talking to me while I'm playing certain games. Like RE9, I want to be like in the game with headphones, you know. So even if I were to play RE9 first, you know, in that way, I don't think Dave necessarily wants me sitting here giving commentary throughout the entire game of RE9. So some games that won't work for. This game doesn't have too much story, so I don't think either of us really
and
mind.
they're, I think, funner to watch, I think.
Yeah, VR
they're
games
interesting.
are fun to watch.
So you won't mind watching it again. You like to watch, we like to watch when we do VR anyways with each other.
Yeah. And we recently, Hitman, World of Assassination, all 3 games got a VR update. We played through 1 and 2. Those games are so fun in VR, but we haven't played 3 yet.
Maybe we can stream 3.
Those are so addicting to watch. I when we played 1 and 2, whoever did those missions first would just watch the other one do like the whole mission, because each assassination mission has like 100 different ways you can solve it. I fed one guy to a hippopotamus. That was fun.
It was
so
really cool. I didn't get to do it.
Yeah, he didn't even find the hippo. So when we decide to play Hitman 3 in VR, maybe we can do that in this. Oh, this was fun. This was a cool little thing. I don't know how to say this name, but the Gabagool says y'all could do RE7 in VR. That would be fun. We have played it before. We played 7 and 8. We've only played those in VR. They were so fantastic. I kind of hope 7 gets a PSVR 2 update because it doesn't have hand controls. The gun is just locked in front of you, and you just kind of like control the gun with your eyes. If it got an update, we would 100% play it again.
For like PSVR 2?
Yeah.
Or actually, we don't have it on Steam, do we?
We do have 7 on Steam.
Do we have VR?
If it doesn't come with VR, it would be cheapish, like $10.
That'd be
maybe.
cool.
But it doesn't have
Well, yeah,
it doesn't have an update for the hands. But if Hitman got an update, then 7 could get the update. And we haven't played 4 in VR. We played 4 in standard mode. Haven't played its VR mode. I played the first, most of the village section of VR just to kind of taste it out. And in those situations, like if we were to do 4 on stream or if we were to do 7 again on stream, we would probably just take turns with the same file because we've already played it before. So yeah, playing through 7 on stream would be very fun. Kyler says, I would cry if I played that in VR. I'll tell you what was bad was House Benevento. House Benevento was terrifying in VR. But it is, I will say, as soon as you take an earbud out and I'm talking to David, things are way less scary. It's unbelievable how less scary it is to have someone there with you. So David would be watching me. I take an earbud. Way less scary, but when you put in both earbuds and you're that immersed in the sound and the location, House Benevento was probably the scariest thing in a game I've ever played. It was crazy. Dude McPants says, would you two be against doing long-form game reviews and discussions? I really enjoy y'all's opinions on such things. Well, we're still wanting to do a podcast.
Have they started with your dad yet?
I don't think so.
We've been just really focused on making the shorts, and already our shorts aren't that short.
And we don't need to move.
And there's a lot of times we'll be talking to each other. We're always getting distracted talking to each other, and we'll think, man, I wish that was recorded because we just talked for an hour on something and weren't recording it.
Have you seen this?
We definitely should be doing more long form videos. We want to do more long form videos. But there is that, we upload a short and it gets a lot of views, especially on TikTok. And we upload a long form video and I mean it does good, but not nearly as good as the shorts. So there hasn't been this major encouragement in our brain to do the more long form videos, but like we should and we want to. And I think this is streaming is a step towards that. Because we do want to get to a podcast, we do want to get to long form other long form videos. I think that would be fun. Spicy Cat says, have y'all played Little Nightmares? And if you have, will you play the VR Little Nightmares? We own a bunch of them. I don't know which ones we own because we bought stuff on sale. We really want to play through that whole series. Just haven't got around to it yet. And the VR game, we did see the trailer for that. It looks really good. That
What does?
VR Little Nightmares.
Yeah.
Either VR Little Nightmares will be our first Little Nightmares game, or we'll have to play through the series to get to Little Nightmares. I think it might be co-op.
What was this injector I used?
Oh, you used it? Probably health.
Okay. It told me to use it. It said prepare, then use it.
Do you hear that?
What is that? Oh boy.
Yeah, that's the way.
Is this your first combat? I wasn't watching.
Yeah.
That is the shortcut.
Oh.
Don't move. Let him come in.
Yeah, I just saw that after I
Yeah.
shot him a bunch.
Are head crabs what they're called?
He doesn't seem to care.
Mew XCCR says head crabs, yay.
What that is?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Here we go. Don't let him hit you. There we go.
The barnacle's on our side. It's not though, obviously. So
Are the things in the ceiling called barnacles? Is that just what they're called?
He said something about that, so it must be.
Spicy Cat said, yeah, they're head crabs. That's what the turkey was in the fridge. So it
Oh.
was a head, because it didn't look like a,
Oh,
it looked
just so you
like
know,
a bird.
Russell
It really
has
looked like a
installed
bird.
display that shows you
Or do the head
where
crabs look
ammo,
like birds?
might come in handy.
Got it. Thanks.
You can feed them those traffic things. Fun. Oh, I didn't find a gas mask.
It's on. I can see it.
went,
in the
it
bottom
went
of the
on.
door.
Cool.
Yeah.
Head crabs kind of look like raw turkey, Spicy Cat said. Ellie Guy L, I don't know how to say your name, says, I guess that's why I said do not eat on it.
Oh. See, I don't know if you can see it in the footage, but I can see the hat and the mask.
Oh, you got the hat and the mask
Yeah.
on? No, we cannot see it in the footage. I put on one of these yellow hats.
Yeah, no, it's the yellow hat I have. I still have the other hat.
Now that's odd. You had to climb up the whole ladder. Every time I try to climb up the ladder, as soon as I grabbed onto the ladder, it warped me to the top.
That didn't take these guys out?
It should have.
It didn't.
You can throw them and shoot. Feed them to him. You can feed them to him. But you'll want to back up.
Will they explode
I
it?
felt the breeze there. Apparently not. You got. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind. Never mind. Jamis says, "Have you guys seen Game of Thrones? If not, you guys should. I'm on season 6. We started it, watched a lot of it, but not that much. We actually bought.
I feel like we watched 3 seasons.
I want to say
that-
3 seasons too.
Yeah.
Hour-long episodes are daunting, but I really enjoyed it. And then when House of the Dragons came out, we are completely caught up on House of the Dragons. And then when Night of the Seven Kingdoms came out, we watched all of that this year.
What we really need to watch is all the Netflix Marvel stuff.
Oh my goodness, I want to watch that.
That's got to be before anything
I
else.
think we watched Jessica Jones, Daredevil, Iron Fist. We were trying to work through Luke Cage so we could then watch the Defenders movie. But Luke Cage, I'm sorry, I like the character, but that show is so boring. It's good, but it's just it just wasn't. But we got to finish Luke Cage, get on to Defenders, and then a bunch of them have season 2s, and then Daredevil has the new content, and the only reason we haven't watched Born Again is because we wanted to watch all the Netflix stuff, and now Punisher's in the new Spider-Man movie, and it's...
This was in the trailer.
What was it? Oh, this scene was in the trailer. It's Eli Guy. Alright, gotcha. Rat Kool-Aid Jammers is here, says my kings. We're not kings. You don't need to call us kings. Cage season 2 is pretty good. Okay. I can look forward to season 2. Awesome dude said that. I wasn't, season 1... I like, what's his name? Mahershala Ali, or whatever his name is. I'm butchering his name, and I'm so sorry. I like him. I think he's a good villain. I'm looking forward to him playing Blade. And I like Luke Cage as a character.
Alex, I think that's a combine fabricator. Put something in
But
it.
man,
Let's see how this thing
not
works.
super interested in his show. I think we got like halfway.
No,
But it's
if
like
it picks up that
12
pistol nicely,
plus
could take
hour-long
2. I gave you
episodes.
one of my list of
12 hours.
Thanks, Russell.
Well, you know, in case it doesn't.
There's so many other things I could
Tell
do
you
or
what,
watch in
Russell.
12 hours.
If I die,
There's
I owe you
so
back.
many shows I'm
Buy me a
behind
gun
on.
anyway. That wasn't a gift. That's my gun.
Rat Cooler Jammer says, wait, we're getting a different Blade? Yes. But I have no idea when. They showed him in the Eternals movie. But they didn't show him, if I recall. I think you just, like, know that he's there. Or maybe it was his voice. That's what I remember. This was another cool puzzle. And he will be getting a movie at some point. I haven't watched the old Blade movies yet. I really want, for my own sake, to get a list of every Marvel movie and show. And then put, like, check marks as next to the one I've watched. Because there's definitely a lot of old content that we haven't watched, like the Blade movies, Ghost Runner movies. Not Ghost... Is it Ghost Runner? Ghost Rider. That's what it is. Haven't watched those. Massively, horribly, we have not watched Loki Season 2. I love Loki. I love Tom Hiddleston. I love Loki Season 1. But we just haven't got around to watching Loki Season 2. There's so much anime we want to watch. There's so many games we want to play. It's nearly impossible.
So I got a lot left.
Blade was in Deadpool. I did watch all the Deadpool movies.
There we go. I thought I had to put it on a beacon.
James says the Ghost Rider movies are bad but really fun in my opinion. That's a lot of movies, and as long as they're fun. But the fact is I want to watch every Marvel movie, and that's just that. Also every DC movie. I want to do the same thing for DC. I want to watch every Marvel and DC movie, period. Spicy Cat says I start overlapping games and anime so I can get all my backlog complete. I can't do that though. I want the pristine experience, you know. I have found the scope in this was really cool.
Yeah.
I want that pristine experience. Like the only times I've ever cried or gotten close to crying, the only time I cried was Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But I've teared up in many movies, and it has always been
It's not working.
sound design.
Here,
And
look.
sometimes a lengthy silence hits so hard. And you can't have a lengthy silence if other people are doing things. You know, so I want this pristine viewing experience so I can truly enjoy it. Nice. Like this morning, we were letting our younger brother finish up PS4 Spider-Man 1's DLC. It was at the very end. And we were trying to watch JJK, and we were just getting up to where he fights the judge guy. Not the judge, but he's got the gaffle. I don't remember his name. Just get up to that fight, but the Spider-Man fight in the same room, we're like, no, I can't do it. I can't watch JJK right now, so we turn it off. Just can't do it. Higuruma.
I was expecting him to throw that.
Higuruma. Spicy Cat said his name. Yeah, so due to this, we're holding ourselves back in a lot of ways because it's like, no, I want this pristine viewing experience. However, we have not, like, so at the beginning of each anime season,
Nice shooting, Alex.
Thanks.
we watch at
You know,
least
for all
one
the
or two
talk
episodes of
about what a
everything.
lesser gun this is,
And this season had so much good stuff that we're watching. And we watched everything for like the first month, and then we've been so busy we haven't watched anime in like 2 months. So we have 6 episodes of like everything this season to watch. And regrettably, there's going to be some stuff that we decide, you know what, we're going to have to watch bits of this in ×2. And I hate when I have to watch stuff in ×2. But there's too much. And when you want to enjoy everything, sometimes you have to lose the pristine viewing experience on some things. And that really stinks. Rat Kool-Aid Jammer says he watches all his anime in his room by himself with headphones on. He hates movie theaters for this reason. So, I mean, we kind of have, like, built ourselves a movie theater. If you watched in the room tour video, the projector is really nice. And we got pretty good speakers for it. All of our siblings agree that our room is the best place to watch videos. The problem is the rest of our family will get really upset if we watch stuff too loud, so we do have to keep the volume down. There's been many times where they go out of the house and we decide, all right, we're watching so-and-so with the volume like on the max. I have always had really good experiences in movie theaters. We have a Cinemark near us. It has really good seats, and if you get the XD theater, the sound design, the volume is so good. There was only 2 times, I think, when we were watching the 5th Hunger Game movie. There was a bunch of silence in that movie, and you could hear the other theaters, which was really weird. And then when we went to watch the Ghibli film, The Boy and the Heron, whatever it's called, that movie was really good, but there were really obnoxious people talking nonstop behind us. That was really rough, but that's the only movie we've ever had quite that experience for.
No.
Dude McPants says there's 5 of them now about Hunger Games. There is the first one, the second one, the third one has 2 parts, then there's the 5th, and the 6th already has a trailer. So, yes, there's 6 of them now. There's only 5 books, but the 6th movie is coming out. Spicy Cat says all valid takes. I really only watch stuff while playing survival games while waiting for stuff to smelt or craft. I don't play that many of those types of games, though. So, for the record, You've officially passed me.
Oh, cool.
Um,
How far? Where'd you stop?
when I upgraded my gun. My guess is you're still feeling fine.
Yeah.
So at this point, we're going to need to pick a good time to quit. Because it has, in fact, been, I think, like an hour, which was the plan.
Oh, really?
It's been more than an hour.
How does this game save? Do you know? I haven't saved.
It's been an hour and 10 minutes.
That there is a floppy disk. We used to store information on them with magnets, if you can believe it.
Ed James says watching a Minecraft movie in theaters was the worst experience. Ouch. I'm sorry.
Russell? How do you know all this?
I'm reading it here on my computer. I downloaded the
What
Some-
do I do with this?
A lot of times we go to movie theaters and there's just nobody there. So that's nice.
Yeah, most of it.
Nice.
Yeah, it is.
We went to watch Demon Slayer in theaters with our mom, and it was really funny because she doesn't watch anime. She's watched Studio Ghibli films, although she doesn't really like them. She likes them, but like she's not like, oh yeah, let's go watch Studio Ghibli film. And we kind of made our whole family watch Frieren, and she wasn't even really a fan of that. I have found asking a lot of questions. I've found she seems to definitely prefer live films. I like live and animation and just whatever, as long as the story's good. But we took her to see Demon Slayer, and she didn't watch the show, so we had to give her like the quickest recap ever. And I just
On the
remember-
drive there.
on the drive. We watched some recap videos before the drive, but there was a lot of recap going on in the drive. I remember just coming out of it, and she was like, it was fine.
Seeing
It was
this?
fine for what it was.
Possibly.
And me and Dave were sitting there like, it was the best movie I've ever seen. And I remember a trailer played.
Yeah.
While we're sitting there watching the commercials, and the Chainsaw Man commercial comes up, and my mom leans over and goes, "You're not gonna want to see this movie, are you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, not in theaters, not." If you get into the debate of is the Chainsaw Man movie or the Demon Slayer movie better, that's hard. That's really hard. After watching Demon Slayer, I thought, Demon Slayer is going to be the superior movie, but after watching Chainsaw Man, it's like, ooh, I don't know. And I've read 90% of Chainsaw Man, so I'm kind of like, I almost know more about the Chainsaw Man universe than the Demon Slayer's universe. But yeah. There was a bunch. There was a bunch I didn't read. Rat Kool-Aid Jammer says, I think watching the Minecraft movie anywhere is the worst experience.
I'm stumped.
Is it a puzzle that you're stumped on?
I don't know. They didn't say do anything, but maybe it's the other side or something.
Spicy Cat said the Resident movie in theaters was great. He lives in a small town in Pennsylvania, so there's only one person in the theater. Nice. MewXCCR says FNAF was horrible in theaters, talking the whole time. That's horrible. Rat Kool-Aid Jammer says the Demon Slayer movies are so good. Cried during the Mugen Train. I was kind of spoilers for the new movie for Infinity Castle. Sorry. The part with Shinobu, very sad. That's as much as I'll say right now. Corin La says, how did she not like Frieren? Because she doesn't like animated stuff, really. Let's just give it at that. Rat Kool-Aid Jammer said, hold on, which movie did she watch? The Infinity Castle movie, not Mugen Train.
Wait, that one's Black Mesa.
Corin Law says, does she like anime? I feel like a lot of parents can be judgy on that stuff. Whenever my siblings, because like we do most of the anime watching. I mean, we've decked our room out in a lot of anime stuff. And my siblings will be talking about anime, and my mom will always say there's good animes and there's bad animes. And I'm looking at them and I'm like, and there's good movies and there's bad movies. Like, there's good books and there's bad books. There's good video games and there's bad video games. Like, it's not just anime, you know. An R-rated anime is an R-rated anime. An R-rated movie is an R-rated movie. If you want to, I could go on a lot about that, but she definitely would not like any type of fan servicey stuff. Naruto would definitely cross too many lines. That's why I thought Freeman would be really good, but alas, I don't think she really liked any of the characters. I think she would have given it a fine, just like everything else. So. Dude McPants says he watched Mushoku Tensei with his mom and she surprisingly loved it. I would
Can't use this one again?
I would not watch Mushoku Tensei with my mom. I don't think she would like Mushoku Tensei. Rat Kool-Aid Jammer says at least your mom is trying to watch some of this stuff with you guys. That's pretty cool in itself. Yeah, and she always says, like, you know, I'm glad she'll always say she's glad that we want her to go to theaters with us. My dad's even less interested in any of it. We used to watch a bunch of Marvel movies.
You alright? What's wrong?
I mean,
I'm fine, Russell.
our siblings haven't got into Marvel yet, and trust me, they want to. But it wasn't till
Still hear me keep hitting in the same direction and trying to
after
calm down.
Infinity War came out.
Russell?
I found out that we hadn't watched any Marvel movies, and my parents watched Infinity War without us. And I'm like, I've wanted to watch these movies, but at that time, we definitely had more restricted access, and so then me, David, and our parents pretty much watched through the entire MCU, but ever since basically Endgame, it's just been me, Dave, and our mom going to the theaters to watch the Marvel movies. My dad doesn't really watch them anymore. I think he just watched them with us, but he wasn't really into it. My siblings all really want to watch them all so badly. Our siblings, they want us to get into the Marvel movies so bad. But my dad's like, no, you guys can't start them yet.
What's our board not doing?
Some of our siblings are old enough. Some of them are still a bit young, and they all kind of watch stuff together. So
Right,
it's not
but I
really.
mean, in general.
It's rough, but we did finally watch the. I told them they got to start at the beginning, and so we started way back at the beginning, and we
That's
watched the first two
terrible, and I hope-
Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans with them,
I'm actually pretty
and
busy
they're
with
loving
my
it. They
father.
want to keep plugging through all the Marvel movies.
Eli.
Spicy's cat says he watched Fire Force with his
Carmine
mom.
Peppermint, I really
He
do
enjoys
get it.
getting his mom out of her comfort zone, laughing at the fan service moments is great fun. Our mom would not like Fire Force. I'm just saying.
I appreciate it. I can't stick around.
I like Fire Force though. I think Fire Force is great.
I know, I'm sure it is.
So I guess I should probably stop at the next loading screen.
Yeah, probably.
That seems like a good stopping point.
Rat Kool-Aid Jammer said if my parents watched Endgame without me, I'd genuinely be upset. Well, it was Infinity War, and we hadn't watched any Marvel movies yet, so we weren't like really into it yet. But now we've watched the entire MCU, for 99% of the MCU. I've read a ton of comics since then. Most of them, all of them online. Finally bought some physical comics. Played the Spider-Man games. Just love Marvel so much. Rat Kool-Aid Jammer says watching David during the dialogue is like watching ADHD kids trying to sit still.
I'll watch him. It's just fun to be in the world, so I look
I
around.
would help.
I don't even know what's going
really
on. I wasn't
would,
watching because
but
you're now ahead of me, so I don't
The
really want
Alex fans
spoilers.
is honestly very busy saving her dad.
You will not save him. He is dead.
He's an
What?
attractive fella.
He
He's wonderful.
will be.
Is or will be.
It is a matter of perspective. But Alex Vance alone cannot prevent his fate.
Look, thank you for everything, but I really have to go. And I'm sorry, but I really don't have time for riddles.
No riddles. The combine drilled here. I am severed from the vortessence. I am alone in my head.
I'm sorry.
Do we know what the big eyeball thing is?
That?
Yeah.
No.
Look,
Okay.
if I can,
Unless
I run
I missed
across your
something,
friends.
maybe.
I will see what I can do.
If I should know, I don't know.
You have saved my king.
I haven't.
Then you will. Courage, Alex Vance.
Oh, I don't think I talked about this. James says, do you guys hear about how Capcom is supposedly making another RE1 remake with modern mechanics? I heard we were getting in the work. I thought in the works. Literally everything that is like they did 2, 3, 4.
Through there.
I heard
Alyx.
0, 1, Code Veronica, and 5 were all in the works. I did not hear which of those was going to be first. I kind of thought Code Veronica was going to be first. But I heard we could be looking at a potential 0, 1,
I
Code
will
Veronica,
help
and
the
5.
Alyx fans.
And I am so excited
Look
for all of
to
those.
the northern
I have
star.
not played Code Veronica.
Why?
I have not played
For
0.
guidance.
I really want to play both of
Thanks.
those.
Are you done helping?
I am
David beat the 1 remake. I got really far, and then the game got shelved, and I haven't turned it back on. I need to turn it back on.
I'll eat it later. Thanks for the help.
You will be welcome.
Dude McPants said we played the Silent Hill games. We played 2 remake and a decent. Well, we got to the apartments in the original 2. We played 2 remake, and we played Short Message, and we're at the very end of F. But again, other things came up, and we haven't beat F yet. But we're at the very end of F.
I think it's the end.
We're close. We're close.
I got a loading screen, so.
And I'm looking a lot forward to Townfall. Spicy Cast is Code Veronica. Or did it kill the camera again? Click close up.
It's doing the same thing.
They have audio, no video. They heard a voice. Yeah. So, same thing as last time. It crashed, and it looked like it knocked out our camera again.
Hopefully we can reinstall the drivers again. Hope for it.
We
I
spent
don't know.
2 hours stressing over the camera last time. No video. Yeah, the camera's down. Last time it crashed, it restarted the computer. It did not crash the game. It did not crash OBS. It completely restarted the laptop, and now I have no camera. That is not cool. Now, after 2 hours last time, we finally figured out that updating a driver fixed it. So maybe it's the same thing. I don't know. I'm trying to remove video.
It looks like the same thing. We gotta see if there's a driver
Add
update we can do.
video capture device. Yeah, no,
It's acting just
I've
like
just
last
got
time.
no video. Well, the only difference is now the light next to our camera is lit up. Last time it did this, the light next to our camera was not lit up. So that's odd. Like, because we went into like device manager, and camera was not in device manager, and we had to show hidden devices. And in hidden devices, we could see that camera was grayed out, and it said your internal integrated camera is not connected. Again, it took us 2 hours to finally realize the right driver to update. Insane Mongoose says, can you just restart the camera? I don't know how to restart the camera. The void, it speaks to me, says Rat Kool-Aid Jammer. And you know what? This worked fine. Dave was literally just saying.
It crashed on the loading screen I was gonna stop on.
Yeah,
so.
he was like, "This is gonna be the last loading screen that we play for." So you know what? It was bound to. We were gonna turn it off anyways. It was the right place. Can you do Windows key plus Control plus Shift plus B to reboot the graphics card? Hold on. Windows Control Shift B. That was weird.
It did something.
Something happened. Oh, it beeped. The screen flashed.
Where did we find the camera?
I don't remember
Stuff.
where we found the right driver to update. I have no idea. Can you guys still hear us? I don't even know. Yeah, they said yeah. Oh well, we're probably in for another 2 hours of trying to figure out why our camera crashed. Well, that's the next 2 hours we're doing.
Well, it lasted for an hour and a half. It wasn't bad.
And it was really irritating when this happened to me when I was recording. The recording was all corrupted too.
Yeah.
But I was able to save the majority of it, so I think we should be able to save the majority of it. They're saying it's a bummer. What laptop do we have? It's brand new. It's a Lenovo Legion Pro 7i, so it really shouldn't be having this problem. We were so concerned last time this happened that the camera was just dead, and that we'd have to like return the laptop or get an external. But we were able to fix it. We were able to update a driver, and it worked. So I've just got to apparently find the driver. It clearly whatever crashed corrupts the camera files. And I don't know why Half-Life and OBS is doing this. I even tried to delete all the plugins we had. I don't know. I don't know why OBS is doing this to us. I don't want to deal with this every time. Most streamers get external cameras. Yeah, that would probably make our life easier, but I still don't like.
I mean,
our
it still
integrated camera not
crashed the
working.
camera.
Still
The
not nice.
computer, I mean, it still crashed. So
I thought when a game crashes, the game crashes, or if OBS crashes, OBS crashes. Don't restart my whole laptop. Like, the heck with that. I've never had a game crash on a console, just shut the console off. But maybe that's just how PCs roll. This is apparently a common issue in Lenovo Legion 7 iOS. Stinks. There's a lot of streamers that have this kind of scuff. I mean, hey, well, okay. Most streamers have this kind of... People said the Half-Life Alyx has this issue, and the solution was to minimize the game on the monitor. The game wasn't even on the monitor, actually. I had OBS on the monitor. That's what I was watching.
Well, at a minimum, I hope it's just Half-Life Alyx and not just like any game is going to start doing this.
Seriously. Baldur's Gate never crashed on us while we were
Yeah.
playing it. Well, hopefully we can update the driver, because if this isn't a driver update, then we're not going to be able to stream Monday. Could always test another game. Well, like I said, Baldur's Gate did not do this. But so could just be this game, probably, hopefully it is just this game. But yeah, I guess that'll be it. And we'll say bye, and then try to fix our camera, and hopefully it's all up and good till so we can do the stream on Monday, because we're still planning on doing the Baldur's Gate stream 2 a.m. Monday. That one will probably be longer than an hour. I don't think we'll go to 7 hours again, but try a simple restart first. I mean, the computer did restart, but yeah, we can restart it again. When this happened before, we spent 2 hours of restarting, and it was horrible. But 2 p.m. Did I say 2 a.m.? I meant 2 p.m. I'm so sorry. I meant 2 p.m. 2 a.m. is a bit early for us. Yeah, and Say Mongoose says, see you on Monday. 10:25 for me. Is that California? I think. 2 p.m., 2 a.m., same difference. It really isn't the same. Oh, Australia, gotcha. All right. Well, see you guys on Monday, and we'll let you know on the Discord if we get this fixed. Really glad to have all you here. See you next time.